Welcome back to the show, everybody. Mr. Pop, Dad, thank you in the building. That's me, the one on the show with the G.O.D. And as usual, always surrounded by my family, the squadron, and you. Yes, you're live right here with us, right here on Team G.O.D. TV. And yes, indeed, we are still in the middle of the... Watch my hands move. Watch my hands move, baby, because we still in the middle of the Get Your Spectacular. Yes, indeed we are, and we are about to take a look at one Sogetsu Kazama and this new Samurai Shodown trailer that just dropped, and we got some news about that after we look at the trailer, but just your daily reminder that Uncle Triple got you. Keep your hands away from here. Don't dig in your nose. Don't suck your thumb. Wash your hands and wash your ass, damn it. Miss Corona ain't playing and that bitch dropping bodies. So it is what it is. This is when your Triple Cares About You report. Now let's get to work. Now, Sogetsu Kazama. Now, because of the Get the Spectacular and how behind I am on actually covering the trailer for every single character in this game, we did not get the opportunity to talk about Kazuki. We didn't get a chance to talk about Kazuki, and we didn't get a chance to talk about Hazuki either, and how important she is to the role that she plays in both of their stories. Because here is my understanding still, given that I have not played as much Samurai Shodown as Uncle Triple should. Understanding and knowing that Samurai Shodown 5 happens first. Then this reboot takes place, and this is going to become important to the video we take a look at after these commercial messages to see how different games take the same wavelength even though they ain't taking it. But even in this, an understanding that this is not what I like to call the Ultra Street Fighter 4 defense, where all these characters in here who are supposed to be in Third Strike are just in the game because and what they do have no relevance in canon. But this is more like that game we're going to talk about because, yeah, spoiler alert, we're going to talk about that, how we're going to drop some knowledge on that how Maru trailer for Soul Calibur, and understanding how that Soul Calibur reboot takes place after Soul Blade, but mixes a whole bunch of Soul Calibur 1, 2, and 3 in there with all the different stuff it's doing to go with New Way. And this Samurai Shodown game is the same thing, which then brings me to my question of understanding and knowing that because of the timeline between when Samurai Shodown 5 begins and when we get to Samurai Shodown 3, where Sogetsu and Kazuki are introduced into the series, is that Inja and Suja at some point have to be murdered for them to have their powers. So there's that information. At some point, which probably hasn't happened yet, Kazuki ultimately gets kidnapped multiple times because she's some virgin shrine maiden or whatever. And you know how your Japanese villain love your virgins and how you use them for magical powers and all of those stuff you're into or whatever. Shout out to my boy Zankaro, who I believe is the final character. And we're going to talk more about the character, the Season 2 character path when it comes to the PS4 in a minute. But that's kind of where I am right now, and understanding, trying to figure out, how these two characters and the third character, Hazuki herself, fit into this new mode of where we stuffing a lot in the front end. And it's this was really, really shown early in understanding that, number one, this takes place after Samurai Shodown 5. So the whole thing of Big Dangalang then actually took responsibility. Gao's dead, so now you the king now. Hold that. On top of that, you really get in the characters, and the big one being Shiki, given how far in the timeline the Samurai Shodown 64 games take place. So to put her front and center and to really sit up her and really absorb this reboot, because we talked about this when we actually took a look at our trailer and understanding when's your Ashura, when's Yuga, when is this stuff taking place, because as you know in the story, and if you don't, Uncle Troop finna give you a small history lesson on that, of understanding that Yuga been working in the shadows for thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years, and it was, Shiki's job, to get Hamura to smash that and, make some mortal super demon baby, but it ended up being Asura, and then there's a whole thing about a PlayStation 1 game we never ever talk about, but one day we'll have to, because I have to explain that plot to you. But that's just kind of where we are right now. So that kind of means I probably need to play this video game, play these story modes, and really try to figure out the wherewithal of what happens after Samurai Shodown 5, because I'm really honestly thinking that this is a continuity where no other game takes place, where we got a whole bunch of characters just meeting this stuff. And all these things that happen. And yes, I'm doing this thing with my hands here because I have no other way to demonstrate this to you, but really honestly trying to figure out where this game, as a technical reboot / sequel to Samurai Shodown 5, what this actually does for canon in itself, because it's a whole different thing. I'm legally supposed to say something about Samurai Shodown Sin, which is a canon game which takes place in a different canon. Which I think I've answered this question before. It takes place before, like, I think Sin takes place after Samurai Shodown 64 too, but before Warriors Rage on PS1 and all that stuff. So it's a different kind of new one, and it may, depending on like where you set it, it may even take place earlier. Probably, if I had a bet on it, probably after Samurai Shodown 4, because that's the game where it makes sense, because that'll be your point. Because remember, Samurai Shodown 2 is technically the last Neo Geo game in canon that actually takes place, because we could go through that. But yeah, Samurai Shodown 2. So I think, and if I'm not mistaken, just to make sure that I'm remembering my lore correctly, and correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, is Samurai Shodown 2 was the last game, and Samurai Shodown Sin either takes place or 2, or takes place in where 2 would be at some point, and still does 2 stuff, but then Sin does their own thing. But I really hope SNK really go rescue Angelica and Jay from over there. Like, they'd be dope in the sequel to this. Like, unless they finna do with the 3rd character pack, but we'll see about that. I spent 6 minutes talking about lore. Well, technically not 6 minutes, because we had the intro, had to welcome to the show, tell you to watch, keep your fingers out your stuff out here. Don't digging, sucking your thumb and wiping your eye and shit. Don't do that. Keep yourself clean. Social distance. Bye. Give them 50 feet. Alright, Uncle Triple's done talking. We have a trailer to look at, so I'm just going. It's just a little closer. Am I on something? Nah. Thought I was. It just this chair under this floor. So. Here's the plan. I've lured you up, got you good, making sure you're taking care of yourself. Let's get little sis up in here. Let's illuminate some darkness. And let me let you know what it is. So little sis, I know you hear my call, baby. The streets need you to illuminate the darkness in the darkest of times, baby. So please show yourself and let them know, girl, that you are in the building. And just like that. So, I am going to get my trailer up. Okay, I got it. So, see, am I good? No, that's not. That's the little water. That's the little water. Okay, we got the big water. So, I'm aguad up on either side. So just in case I need something to drizzle, I'm getting it. You feel me? Yeah. All right, enough talking. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Hey, y'all good? Y'all good? Yeah. Squad's in the building, man. I'm in the building. You in the building, man. Let's watch the damn trailer. So, with all of that being said, now activating Samurai Shodown Season Pass number 2. Sogetsu Kazama .exe. Okay. I want to run that back real quick, because see, your brother taking the L, Yashimaru taking the L. Okay, see, let's stop it right here for a minute. See, I'm feeling this a throwback classic right here. It's a throwback classic, because one of the other things I did not explain in our lore portion is when it comes to Sogetsu, brother Kazuki, things get weird when we get into Samurai Shodown 64 land, because because those games were really sticking hold on to bust and not so bust. That's just what we're gonna call it, because I'm being stupid. Depending on what you select, is that they're what? Let me see. Their bust versions were versions of them that fully gave in to the power of the beast they slayed to get the power in the first place, which are then characters that are recycled in the sequel and become whole different characters that the game considers whole different characters. I don't get it, but I just want to explain it right here. Here's a water bubble, and yeah, somebody's gonna get it. Some Kabuki's gonna get it. So, Kabuki, get that work. Damn, your own brother family? Look at the swag, though. Damn, okay, I love the, okay, I love that as an anti-air. God damn. Oh, no. Ooh. April Fools. Alright, so we got April Fools on the work. Indeed. So, not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah. So, little sis, thank you very much for illuminating that darkness for us. Yo, guys, are looking legit. Internet, give me 1 second, cause I've got to pull up some information we probably need to discuss. So I'm gonna close this. I'm not gonna need that. I am gonna need that though. And let me see. Alright, so if y'all ready, actually, no, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. I'm going, y'all can't see this, but I just made a very small adjustment for your viewing pleasure. So, with all that being said, yo, let's get Big Cuz up here, man, because we got some stuff to take a look at, baby. Yo, just Google Mama Chrome and see I am in your bottom left corner, because we need to take a look at this information. I've already done the math for you. The answer is a penny, but we'll get into that. So, the Season Pass 2 for Samurai Shodown on PlayStation 4 will released on April Fool's Day on America, and the second in Europe the same day Sogetsu drops. The price is $13.99 and includes 3 characters, which are Sogetsu, Aroha, and our random mystery character who I'm hoping is either Zankaro or Saiger, but you know, because they don't look like Cham Cham, so I'm not going to get my hopes up. So that could be anybody. Like, could it be Kuroko? Like, Kuroko would be dumb. I think I've discussed this before. I think I've literally discussed this on the show before, that Kuroko in this game would be fucking disgusting. Like, Kuroko is the dumbest character in Samurai Shodown, and I mean that in a nice way. Like, off the Meat Racker Zone, shout out to my big brother B-Mac. Like, yeah, Kuroko's dumb, but we'll get into that. But look, given this math, is that I'm actually going to show you. So I'm going to bring you over here to this here. Yeah, it's all the way down. We're going to talk about that in a second. That's kind of important. So, a season pass is normally $19.99. And your characters that are usually a part of your pass are $5.99 a piece. So, $5.99, $11.98, $17.97, $23.96. Okay? $23.96. And for $20, $19.99, you get all 4 characters. So, if Mina's $5.99 and you get the Season Pass 2 where you get 3 characters for $13.99, $13.99 plus $5.99 is $19.98. So you save one whole monkey penny by getting Mina and then getting your Season Pass on. So, just want to let you know that. In my discovery of all this information and trying to get this put together for y'all, I discovered this information. Shout out to the Xbox fam. Like, Xbox fam getting mad love. See, if you buy the deluxe edition, you get all 3 retro costumes. Like, Nakaru's was free, like, on front, but you cannot on the Xbox. And I think I remember actually discussing this information before, but just because it's just coming to me that we talked about this is the only way that you can get the retro 3D costumes for Genjuro and Hamaru. And if I'm also not mistaken, because I've read some things, that some of the DLC characters that were available in Samurai Shodown 64, if there's a character available in Samurai Shodown 64 1 or Samurai 64-2, is that character also has a retro 3D outfit. And I learned this because I read through Kazuki's wiki page, and he also gets one. So my assumption is Rimuru a part of those games, so she probably has one too. But we'll get to that when I actually play the game. So, which one I'm finna click on? So, if you want this, $3 a piece, you can get your freak on. In other news, because I think we covered it, that if you didn't get your hands on Samurai Shodown 64-2 exclamation Pocket Fighting Edition, the only way to get it now is to get a physical copy, because I don't think SNK is going to sell that game separately, because I don't think people were given codes for it. I don't think, because usually the spots where I go look, you don't get codes for it. Like, if you're looking for one, this is what I would suggest. Either waiting for one of them European Shockbox limited editions going on sale, or checking out Yahoo Auctions and seeing if somebody will sell you a copy, because I think Asian English versions, I think first print bonuses if you pre-ordered it, and I think like the limited edition versions for Japan had it, I think, but I'd have to do some more research on that. But if you're trying to get your hands on it now, it seems like a good version because it does do one thing that having a Neo Geo Pocket does not. It actually activates two-player mode for games that let you use two Joy-Cons or whatever. So that would be wonderful for a game, I don't know, called Fatal Fury First Contact, because it's the only technical way you can play as loud. But I'm actually working on something like that. I gotta holler at some of my goons in the streets, but I might be able to get someone to work for that because I've seen it in action. So I'm gonna have to talk to my guy. I've been meaning to, and this is my reminder, I need to talk to my guy. So there you go. And so that is your Samurai Shodown DLC minutes, just to let you know what we get. So where's my mouse cursor? It's over here, so I need to be over there. And then I need to do that. Bang. Hello. So I've been thinking about like really trying to get back into this game. I really need to. It's like there are a whole bunch of characters whose trailer I didn't take a look at. But once I get back into playing Samurai Shodown, I got a plan for how we gonna take care of that. So just please stay tuned while I take care of that for you. But seriously, for real, we've got plenty of more show for you. Like I told you earlier at the front end, like I did that segue perfect. When we come back after these commercial messages, we are going to take a look at that Maru and Soul Calibur 6 joint, and I'm going to re-explain the whole parallels between Samurai Shodown and Soul Calibur in the way that they're handling their lore now. So if you heard it before here, you can skip that part there. For all my new folks that jumping in because you don't really care about Samurai Shodown, you'll be able to hear me talk about some Soul Calibur lore. So be staying tuned for that. Yo, me, bing, bing, bow. Me, I'm Mr. Pop That Thing, the one on triple the G.O.D, aka Mr. C-O-D-K, C-O-C-A-I-N-E, hashtag entertainment's #1 dog, man. Roar. And of course I am the baddest monster in existence. And don't you ever, ever, ever forget it. Always holding down my 6, the green monster, my man, my mellow squish murder, the whole squadron, the congregation, may they indeed be praised, and the lady of raiders who are responsible for bringing you this heat, Bessie, Janine, Madeline, and of course your girl in my Miss Marcy, aka Marceline, holding down your unos, doses, thraces, cuatros, crimping. Even through all this bullshit in the streets, we stay winning, never losing, ran head. Yo, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell. All my social media links are down below. Leave a thumbs up, and also leave a thumbs up or leave a thumb down. That's how you feel. Leave a comment down below. You want to support the show with your cash money? PayPal links down below. Holler at me on Patreon. My main man and my partner in here, Ron Bomber, and of course my boy Drew, aka Young Moneybags. Hold me down on the Patreon tip. Always appreciate the love, fellas. It is what it is. Doki doki kokoro and all that old shit. Remember, wash your hands, wash your ass, keep your hands out your eyes, don't be digging in your nose, and don't be sucking your damn thumb, alright? And back, give me 50 feet, alright? We can do this together. Come together as a human race. Shit, try that or something. But y'all still acting the same, it's okay. I ain't. But look, seriously, we have got plenty of more show for all of you. You're damn straight we do. And we have got, right after these commercial messages. You're damn straight. But seriously, come back. We got some Soul Calibur 6 for that ass. Real shit. Buy some Samurai Shodown DLC if you so are inclined to do so. More show for all of y'all right after these commercial messages.